Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Pole Father, and it only takes one. We are back. Hope everyone's doing great. It is November 1st, 2025. Yes, that means Phantasmal Flame has now, it's finally out. Pre-release is out. There's some places that are hosting pre-release events. Get your build and battle decks. Get it before it releases. I believe Phantasmal Flames releases November 14th, 2025. It will be a hot set. Now, I have done a video on this before, and I kind of want to reiterate it and discuss this again. And plus, we're going to do an opening here. Totally excited about this one. So, Phantasmal Flames, you got one full art Charizard, you got an alt art Charizard, and then you got a gold Charizard, okay? You got 3 Charizards in the set. Plus, on top of that, you got an Ultra Pokemon Premium UPC coming out with a Charizard promo in there. So you got 4 new Charizards coming out here. Now, we've seen this before, guys. I'm going to tell you something here. We've seen this in Darkness Ablaze. We've seen this in Champion's Path right here in this gap. And then a little dazzle of Shining Fates. You saw the VMAX kind of, the quad VMAX quadruplets come rolling in here. So now here's the thing. When people talk about Champion's Path, people say it's Zard or die, Zard or bust. I agree. It's a set based around Charizard. 100%. Shining Charizard V, Rainbow Charizard VMAX. Listen. Phantasmal Flame has a smaller set. I've now watched a few openings of some people doing some openings here. I've seen a couple people, two people. Yeah, a couple. I've seen 2 people pull the Charizard alt art from Phantasmal Flames, and the rest of the people have had a fair amount of decent hits from these booster boxes. So that tells me is smaller set, better pull rates. It's kind of very similar vibe to Champion's Path, Darkness Ablaze mixed in there, a little bit of Shining Fates. But look, my point is this, guys. If you see the recent sales of Charizard EX, the alternate art, whatever you want to call it, SAR, SIR, whatever it is, that card now has sold officially for over $2,000. Now, I'm going to repeat this to you guys once upon a time ago. I once upon a time was in that position with a PSA 10 copy of a Rainbow Charizard VMAX. I was offered $2,000 and I declined that offer. I can guarantee you, I understand this Charizard artwork is fantastic. You do not need to convince me. You don't need to convince anyone out there. People tell you this is one of the best in a while. But I can promise you this. It's been about 4 or 5 years since Champion's Path came out, and we're going to open this guy up today. But I can tell you this right now. When that Charizard came out, literally the repeating words, and I've been doing this now for almost 7, 8 years. It turned into oh man, another big Charizard to hunt. Here we go. Here we go, guys. And I remember that shiny Charizard V came out. It was a massive hit. So was the Rainbow VMAX. They were big hitters. They were big chase cards. And I predict you're going to see something very similar with Phantasmal Flames in relative to Champion's Path. I believe we're going to see it. That is just my opinion, my prediction. I could be totally wrong, but I'm going to roll with my prediction on this. This set, guys, will be printed. It will be printed. Everyone gets a fair shot and a swing at the Zard. Believe me, you guys will be opening up this set for a long time. I don't want to hear that it's short printed or Pokemon said they're printing less, yada, yada, yada. I promise you, you will have your fair share chance of opening up Phantasmal Flames. Promise you guys. Now, to celebrate this video here right here, we're going to open up some Champion's Path. I haven't opened up Champion's Path in over years, and I think it's actually kind of even crazy, but the only reason why I decided to open this right here is because it has a nice little grip right here, and I figured, why not? We don't have any Phantasmal Flames on us, but we got some Champion's Path, and you know what? We're going to crank into this bad boy here, so let's go for it. So for those of you guys who don't remember, there actually is a Charizard promo in this box, and that's the Charizard V promo. And here's the thing, guys. I guarantee you somebody's going to argue with me and say, well, you know, the PSA 10 pop rate for this promo and the PSA 10 pop rate for the Shining Charizard V and the PSA 10 pop report for the Charizard V Max is so relatively high. I agree. I'm not going to disagree with that. But here's the thing. That was then, and I'm sorry, I'm going to argue this, but PSA now grades quite a little bit more difficult now. And I remember at the time, it was kind of left and right with these shiny Charizard Vs and Charizard VMAX PSA 10s, along with the promo. So look at this nostalgic Sword and Shield Champion's Path here. Let's flip open the book. It's been quite a bit. Yep, there is a Venusaur in this set. There is I remember what's it called? Alcremie VMAX, the Happy Birthday. You got a Gardevoir in here. You got the Dreadnought. Those are hard to pull at all. I remember, guys, I opened up my fair share of Champion's Path, and I pulled a ton of these. But this is the guy we're going after ultimately right now. Charizard V. The next best thing after that, oh, it's not in here. It would be the Rainbow Charizard VMAX. But, oh, here we go. So we got the set right here. Small set, And that's why I want to reiterate, I believe it's going to be very similar to Champion's Path. Now, Champion's Path was extremely small, as you can kind of roll in here right here. It's kind of crazy to do a throwback video of Champion's Path right now, but Champion's Path was extremely small. You're looking at a total of, look at this. And I remember I pulled like, I call it the grapefruit juice, but look, you got a total of, here's a Charizard VMAX. I guess now Gardevoir is now quite the, at least a decent chase. So hopefully we can pull a Rainbow. It was pretty difficult to pull one, but not impossible. But 80 cards in this set. To my understanding, Phantasmal Flames a total of 90 cards. So that goes to show you right there. I don't think a lot of these cards will be hard to hit in Phantasmal Flames. I've seen some booster box openings. This was a specialty set, so a little bit different. No booster boxes, as you guys know. And I do think the pull rates are going to be naturally better. So, all right, let's open this up. Traditional old. Look at this. Nostalgic. Is this considered nostalgic, guys? Let me know. What do you think? I kind of... the crazy patterns, right? You all remember that? All right. Some cool... and here's this promo right here. Centering looks fantastic. Looks good. Enough to get a solid 10. Let's keep this one. Now, I've been watching videos, of especially old videos, people saying make sure you open up your energies. That is very true, because I do remember actually from Sword and Shield era that you should actually crack open these energies, because you'd be surprised if you could find an error card or a blank energy card. And that is actually very, very true. And here's a fairy energy, but we got nothing. No misprints, no nothing. So, checkmate. Here we go, guys. The motto is, it only takes one on this channel. And here you go, ladies and gentlemen. How about a code card for you guys, for those of you guys still collecting these. And the most important thing is I believe you get 8 packs. You get some dice in here. You got some, yep, here are the sleeves for you guys to remember right here. It's an older set here, which I can't believe you even say this thing's old now. Got some orange dice, cool one. Orange and black dice, happy Halloween. All right. And then we got 8 packs, guys, yep. And 4, 8 packs. Wait, 5. We got 10, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 packs. 10 packs of Champion's Path. So first thing is promo card. I got a ton of these still sealed up, but I remember PSA 10 copies of these where you couldn't give them away for $20. And for as crazy as it is, you know, for how hot of a promo era we're in, these you can only get from Champion's Path ETBs. So funny how it all works out. All right, here we go. It's been a while. Now, if I recall, oh no, you still got 10 packs, 10 cards in there. So let's just kind of rock and roll with this, see what happens. Now, specialty sets, they're always fun to open. So, all right, so we got Weedle, roll right into it. Hollow foil, got a miss. First miss right here. And just get rolling here. Shout out to my Hitchhiker Thumb Club. Hope you all doing well. All right. And let me know, guys. I am actually getting ready to crack into probably a mega booster box. I love the set. I'm going to try and go for a gold card. It seems to be hard to pull, but another hollow seems to be hard to pull, but I don't think nearly impossible. But now, believe it or not, guys, maybe I was considered unlucky. I pulled all my Charizards from pin boxes, and I don't know if that makes a difference. I knew a lot of people that did pull from ETBs. I was not part of that game of the luck. So we'll see. Actually, if we can even get a rainbow, consider that a good hit. And a hollow. Woohoo! Not doing good so far. Actually, it's 3 packs. We're doing great. But you know what? The one thing I got to say is this. I do suspect these boxes to jump up here really soon. And I think that's why maybe I'm kind of opening one and just to live a little, like, happy little 4 or 5 year anniversary on this. But it's good to rip again, I'm not going to lie. And honestly, for what these are going for in price, why wouldn't you buy those? Good little gigs. So, Rockruff, Potion, Pokeball, Carvana, Ekans, Marnie, Professor's Research. Great trainer card, by the way. It's crazy to think I'm wondering where Champion's Path will lead one day, but let's keep rolling into this. So now keep your eyes peeled, guys, because it's my understanding they'll be releasing next year's events very soon. And I'm very, very excited because there'll be another card party in Florida. Another Holo foil. So I'm definitely excited for that one. Collecticons, I would still love. I was considering to go to Houston, but I don't think it's going to happen now. We got 5 more packs. I'd like to go to 1 more by the end of this year, but if we don't, I'm hoping next year that we will go to at least 3 Collecticons. So here we go. Man, another Weedle. But I love how the set's small. It's a total repeat of a lot of cards here. Oh, Venusaur. Ooh, look at that. You know, I gotta say, and Sword and Shield area guys had a nice prim run, but you know, I love the fact it's one of the big 3. So love this guy. Deserves a sleeve. People are like, "What are you nuts?" But you know what? I'm gonna grade this guy because, quite frankly, not many people were. Well, yeah, not many people were grading these. What do I know? I've been doing this for now quite some time. First hit is a Venusaur. There's no rare Venusaurs after that. It's just that's the only one right there. So jumping is right here. Maybe. You know which one I saw a lot was the Dreadnought. The Dreadnought was an easy one to pull, but we're trying to manifest a Zard here because it's been a while since we've done one. Get a Zard. Show me the Zard or the grapefruit juice. Sent to Scorch. Here we go. 3 more packs to go. Maybe the Gardevoir or grapefruit juice. What do we want to go with here? Alright. Ekans, Carvana, Swabble, Vulpix. Nice Vulpix. Trubbish. Huh. Holographic, Altieri. Man, oh man. Whew. Getting smoked. What? That's Pokemon cards leading woman. Alright. Chop, Ekans, Swabble. Oh, that would have been cool. But no worries. And last pack. The motto is, it only takes 1. Let's roll. Good luck. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Weedle, Furlong, Pokeball, Rockruff, and a holographic Zygarde. So, look at that. Absolutely obliterated. I pulled one Venusaur V, and that's all we got, guys. But it's in great condition, great shape, but goes to show. Sometimes it only takes 1, but you win some, you lose some, guys. But guys, Phantasmal Flames is coming out. I suspect Champions Path to take a little jump here and there. When you look back to the past, if you've been around for Champions Path, you see a lot of similarities. There's a lot of hype. There's a lot of this Charizard's the best. Yeah, I sense the same exact scenario going on here. Now, I could totally be wrong, but this is just my opinion, being around doing this and just getting to read off people. A lot of it's hype driven. So we'll see. Happy opening, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm the Pull Father. Good luck pulling the Zard. It only takes 1.